Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what I picked up at the Hermès private sale. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So just a really quick mention on the Hermès private sale. This year was the first time I actually was invited for the sale. Like the previous 2 years, I don't think I received an invite, which was really strange because when I told my SA, he said that I should have been invited for it. But I always just assumed that I'm not VIP enough to be invited for these things. I mentioned it to him like last year after the sale has ended because I think I was traveling during the sale anyway, so I don't think I could have made it. But I told him anyway and he was like, no, you should have been invited for it. So I actually mentioned it to him this year when I started to hear a lot of people mentioning about the sale dates, but I still haven't got an invite. So I actually told my SA like, hey, I still have not got an invite for this sale. So I'm not sure if it had anything to do with him, but I mentioned it to him over the weekend, and then on Monday morning, like immediately I got a date for the sale, like sale invite. So I have no idea whether it's the system or it was him, but regardless, I actually made it for the sale. I think the sale this year lasted for 4 days. It started on a Thursday, so there's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I went for the Saturday one. I wasn't really like given choices of dates. They only gave me the Saturday one and asked me to pick the time slots for it. So I picked the earliest time slot on that day. So that's how I got to the sale in the first place. I would suggest that if you're ever invited for this private sale, then you might want to go for the very first day at the very first timing, because it just means that you get first pick. So that's always a great thing, like you choose the items first before it gets sold out. But I think all in all, I just really wanted to go and see and have a look and see how it is all about, because I've only heard people talking about it, and the only reason why I can't visualize it is because they do not allow like any photos or videos. So when I actually got to the location, which I don't know if it's different every year, but this year it was located at one of the convention halls in MBS. So they will need to see your QR code just to verify your identity, and then when you enter, they will actually seal up your phone as well. They put it into like this ziplocky bag and they actually tie it with like a ribbon or like a tie string. They actually had a screen, like it was not transparent, it was like slightly translucent, and when you try to take a photo, you can't actually see anything because it's translucent. And I think the best part about it was they actually have this translucent part on the top where you actually can take a selfie as well, because I think they're worried that people will just like take a selfie in any case. But the bottom half of the phone is actually transparent, so you can actually type to people. I see a lot of people like typing like, oh, what do you want, like from the sale, but obviously I couldn't be bothered. I was just like shopping there for myself. So yeah, just something to take note of. And in any case, I believe it's always best to just bring a mini bag, because I heard that this year if you bring like a Constance to go, I'm not sure if they actually ask you to like check it in or like put it in the locker. Let me just check. So I believe it's actually from Purse Forum, and someone was mentioning that she brought her mini bolide to the sale and she was being asked to put it in the locker. But I think Mini Kelly or like Constance to go, Kelly to go are all fine. So you just need to make sure you bring like a small bag. I was actually intending to bring like my Constance Slim with the chain, but I left the chain in the old place, so I can't really like hold it on my hands. So in the end, I actually brought my Longchamp like little mini pliage. It is not Hermès, but I honestly can't care less about it. So when you enter into the sale, they actually give you like this huge like bag, like shopping bag that you will find at like Zara or something, so that you can put all your shopping into it, and you're supposed to like check out at the end of it. And I just put my bag inside, you know, like no one's gonna see your bag anyways. So when you enter, there are different sections. So I actually went to the shoe section first, and I believe this year you can actually choose like up to 3 pairs of shoes. You are only allowed to choose a pair of Orans, I believe, or like Izmir/Izmir. If you're intending to get like Izmir sandal for your partner, then you can only choose 1 pair, I think like either Orans or Izmir. But you can actually choose up to 3 pairs of shoes, so long as they do not fall in that category of like Orans or Izmir. So So I actually got 3 pairs in the end. I was only intending to get 2, but I ended up with 3, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Because I was new to the sale, I actually picked the shoes and I was intending to walk to the ready to wear section, and then someone actually stopped me. So you have to go to this counter in the shoe category to box up your items before you enter another category, like be it like ready to wear or be it like accessories. So you kind of like need to like box it up so that I think they know that you want the item and they can count it from your bag, because the bag is like kind of like see-through-ish as well. So I'm not sure about the logistics of it, but I'm assuming that it is. So this year there was actually quite a good selection of like shoes, in all honesty. I'm not sure because this is my first time. And then I think ready to wear was quite good as well. I didn't manage to see anything that I liked. I actually tried a few pieces on, but I decided to just like leave without them. But the accessories portion was really good. There was a really huge selection of Twillys, according to my understanding. Like, it didn't used to be so many, and there were quite a lot of scarves as well. And like, you know, they even sold like the double twirl but in like different colors, and there were a lot of H click-clacks as well. I was actually intending to get like a tie for my partner, but the tie selection this year was quite bad. Like, apparently last year the tie selection was really good, like they have a lot but not so many Twillys, and then this year it's just like the other way around. So I might consider getting it like next year instead, depending on like how the selection is. So yes, I'm gonna stop blabbing and just show you the items that I picked up. So this very first item is just like in this like tissue packaging. So it's actually the scarf and the accessories. So I don't think the scarves and accessories actually come with the boxes, unfortunately. So they only came in like the plastic itself. But I got myself like a 90 by 90 scarf because I really like this. And as you know, I'm not really like a very color person, but I'm somehow drawn to this colorway for some reason. When I tried it on, it was like so pretty. And oh, one thing to mention is all the items on sale were just like straight up 50% off. So regardless of what you pick, it's all 50% off. So I decided to pick up this scarf because I thought it was like a good deal. So it looks like that. It comes with like this pink base, and then it has all these like really like lovely colors on it. To be fair, there was another version of this that actually came with like a white base, so like a little bit more neutral, but the white base had like polka dots on it, which I find really cute as well. But I'm somehow just like really drawn to this because like, look, I think the colors just go really nicely together for some reason. Like, you know, I just really like the colorway of it. So I think I can actually do a lot with this as well. You know, if I want to create like a headband or anything, or if I want to create like a little like mini bag. I was just looking at how people create like little mini bags with like your 90 by 90 scarves, and I think that you could do that. It will look like a really nice like slouchy bag as well that you can carry. So I am really drawn to this colorway. I actually seen this, it's a past season like scarf, and I've actually seen this on the website, and I believe I actually clicked into it because I was quite drawn to it. But because it was so colorful, I decided not to get it because I'm not sure how often I would wear it. I also really like that the corner says Hermès Paris in this really like squiggly font, and it's just like a really nice touch. I think I just really like all the colors on it. As you know, like I like pinks, I like blues, I like purples, and like some pop of orange is nice as well. So I'm actually really glad about this purchase. It was half off, so it was like 400. I'm not sure. If I have the prices, I'm going to leave it in the description box down below. There were a lot of Twillys as well, but I picked up one. So there were SA stationed at each category, and I think someone was mentioning to like another client that, you know, you can get like the Bright Gala. Like, they have 2 Bright Galas. I think they are in like a light blue and a dark blue. The light blue was really nice, but you know, I can see why a lot of people like Bright Gala print. I really like it as well, but I just think that I couldn't really pair anything with it, and I'm just like, not really keen on it that much. I thought I would pick up this one because it's so special, and I'm pretty sure that if it's full price I wouldn't pay for it. And it's actually this like blue and white like silk, but it's like slightly textured material. So I'm just going to open it up for you. So I like that it's quite special, and it's a little bit more expensive than your normal silk scarf. So I honestly do not think I'll pay full price for this, but you know, if it's like half off, like I don't think I would mind. So it comes with these tiny prints that are slightly like textured over here, and one side is like light blue, and then the other side is like in this white color. So I have a lot of like ideas for this, to be honest. Like I think it will just look really nice as like a bow as well on like any given bag, like white bag. It will just look so like pretty. Look at this bow. Like I feel like you can tie and like wear it as like a ponytail kind of thing as well. I think it will look really nice, and it just gives like some slight texture and like interest to whatever you're wearing. So I'm actually really glad I got this because it's just something a little bit different and special. So the price is actually stated here. This is $440, so after half off it's about $220. So yeah, slightly more expensive than like your normal silk scarves, but I'm quite happy I got this. This was like, I believe, one of the only textured like silk scarves there. So I thought the material was not silk, to be honest, because it felt a little bit like cotton, but the lady told me that it was like full silk. So I'm not sure how they make it like feel like this, because it's quite nice. So yes, that is the Twilly that I got. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amelia and I do videos on luxury and lifestyle. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, do consider subscribing. Click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. So if you buy any accessories, they just come in the tissue paper itself. But if you get shoes, they actually come in the box itself. It seems like it was just like spare boxes, and they were just trying to fit the shoes into whichever box that fits. So this might not be the exact box, you know, whatsoever. So this is the very first pair that I'm going to show you. So when you open it up, it doesn't come with like any like tissue or anything, so it just comes with the dust bag itself for the shoes. At least it comes with the dust bag, so I think that's really nice. So this one, oh, I'm really excited about this pair actually. I don't even know whether I actually know what model this is. Let's see if they actually indicate it on the bottom itself. So this is the Sandal Fame Gwladys. Is that how you pronounce it? It's actually this pair of like sandals, but with like a slight heel. So I've actually seen this in store quite a couple of times, but when I saw it, it's always in the denim, and they actually had the denim in the sale as well. I tried it on and it was really like uncomfortable, and I didn't really like it. But then I realized that they have like a full leather pair, so I tried the leather pair and they are surprisingly so comfortable, and I really love it so much. I got this in the size 38, so I would suggest that you try the sizings for the shoes because it's all different. Like even if you're like an Orans size, like 37.5, or like let's say like a Napa leather Orans, if you try it in denim, it could be slightly different. If you try it in velvet, it could be slightly different as well. So same goes for this pair. I'm usually like a Orans 37.5, but I got this in a 38. So this is really nice, and I just really like the detail on it. But what I really like most about this is that it's extremely comfortable. So we'll see how that goes. So now I have two pairs because I normally wear my Amina Muaddi's like sandals, like black sandals, out for work, but I think this could be a really like good alternative as well. I think it just looks really nice, so I'm really glad I got this. They only had this in black anyway, and I think it was perfect. So that's the very first pair of shoes that I got. And then on to the second one, which I'm sure you already know what it is because I did mention. So they are a pair of Orans, and I think this year's Orans selection was pretty good as per what I saw on like Purse Forum whenever like people are posting. There are a few that are patterned. So there's actually like the Bright Stigala pattern one, which I saw a lot of people like posting on like Purse Forum, and actually saw it at the sale, but it was not something that I was gravitated towards. And they also had like sequin like crystals one, which was really nice, and I honestly didn't mind one if it's like half off, but they didn't have any in my size at all. I'm not sure on the first day if they had any as well, but it would have been nice. It's just that it wasn't in my size. I think it was like size 35 or size 36. So if your feet are slightly smaller, then you had a better chance of getting like a crystal pair of like Orans. But I decided to pick this pair up, and I'm very happy about it. And it's this like green velvet Orans. Can you see that the green on it? But the base is actually black in color, so I think that is great because you don't show like your footprint that easily, or like it doesn't get dirty that easily. So this is actually in Velour, and the color is actually Vert Fonce, which is a color that I really like as well. They had like velvet in like green, I believe, and as well as purple. I was debating between the green and the purple, but I actually really like the green much better. I saw this girl wearing it, and it's in this size. I believe there were like 2 pairs, so I wanted to grab one of them because like I just really preferred the green, and it was so nice. And I think this SA was like watching me like try these on as well, and I was telling her like I couldn't decide between the green and the purple, but I'm leaning towards the green, and she also agreed that the green is so much better and so much more like unique and prettier. It's like sort of like an emerald jade green, and I really love that about it. So I think this is actually really versatile. Like you can actually wear it like to anywhere as well. It's not like screaming in your face, which is the same for the purple one, but I just decided on the green pair. So I'm very excited about this pair, and it was like half off, which was excellent, so I love that so much. And then last but not least, I actually got a really big box over here. I think this was the one where they were like trying to find a box that actually fit this pair. So it comes in this like 2 huge dust bags itself. I'm not sure if you can guess what it is already, but I'm very excited about this because it's definitely something that I wouldn't really like pay full price of. Like, I mean, never say never, but like I feel like I wouldn't. I'm just gonna take both of them out first so that I can show them to you together. So they are actually this pair of like brown riding boots, which like comes with like a short like blocked heel, and I really love them so much. I tried them on and it was so comfortable, and I just really adored them the moment I wore them on. And it's, I mean, like it came in brown. Like brown is my thing right now, as we all know. So the heel is actually like this rounded heel, and it comes with a base already, which is excellent. And the leather actually stretches to this part, like the whole block heel as well. And I got this in the size 38. I tried it in the 38 and the 38.5 because, you know, sometimes when it's like winter and you wear like thicker socks, then you might need like a boot that is like slightly bigger. So I was honestly debating on whether to get the 38 or the 38.5, but to be honest, I feel like the 38 just fits me a lot better. But it also just means that I might not be able to wear like very thick socks, but these are actually very warm on its own and like quite calf hugging, so I think that's fine. You can actually get away with like thinner socks, and I think that's excellent. They have a longer pair of this, and it's like coming up to like your knee, but I couldn't fit those because my calves were just simply too big. So I think this is a lot more like palatable and like comfortable for me, so I picked this up instead. I love the fact that it's very simple, but like it comes with like really nice features like this white trimming over here, and then the base of the shoe is not too pointed as well, so it's actually really comfortable to walk in. And then the heel height is also not very high. There was like a few other pairs of boots where like the heel was like, oh my god, it was so high, so obviously that's not something that I would gravitate towards. But I really adore this pair, and it's so pretty. I just can't wait to wear them in like the winter, or like if I visit like a cold country. And I'm so glad I got this for like half off. It's definitely not something I would pay full price. This is actually in the color Marron Tourbe. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's in this like dark chocolatey brown color, which I adore. You know what would be great? It would be great if I get a Kelly 25 in like this kind of color, in like a dark chocolate shade. I think that would be excellent, and I'm just manifesting that. not even sure if it will happen, but don't you think it will just pair so nicely together? So yes, that is my last shoe purchase at the sale. And that's all the things that I got from the sale. I think after you have picked everything up and you decide that you want to pay, then they usher you to this counter to pay, and they will count the items, etc. I was wondering if I could get MBS like rewards points for this because it was located at MBS. So since there was no harm in asking, I did ask, and they said that because this is like an outside you know, kind of like event, so you don't actually get MBS rewards points for this. But from what I understand, it's also because most of the items here are actually labeled as coming from the Liat Tower store. So like when you purchase, it will actually technically show that it's being bought from the Liat Tower's inventory. I'm not entirely sure if that's the reason why this year's like selection is really good. Because I've always heard that the selection at the Liat Towers is always the best. So that could be a reason why. I'm not sure, but you know, maybe if the sale is actually coming from the inventory from MBS, there could be a chance that you can get MBS rewards points if you are a member at MBS itself. Who knows? We'll see how next year, if there is a next year, and whether I'll get invited to it. So I've come to the end of this haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up at the Hermès private sale. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll love it if you subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!